What is going on, guys? Welcome to the start of the second season in my Manchester United FIFA 17 career mode series. If you are excited for the second season to get underway, drop a like on the video. Of course, we won the Premier League title in the first season, qualified for the Champions League, Manchester United back in the Champions League. Excited for that. So the first thing we shall do, we'll look at the expectations, what the board are going to expect from us this season. Of course, we don't have to achieve them all, but definitely the critical ones, we have to focus on them a lot. So the overview, but we'll cover those in all the specific ones. So youth development, we have to focus on that. There's remaining seasons. This season is the last season for that. We have to play at least one youth academy player in 50% of games. So we got to really focus on at least one guy to play a lot, not a mixture of them. That doesn't count towards that anyway, even though I do want to play, younger guys a lot more. The youth players we brought through, the 170 million earnings from shirt sales is the same as last season. I wonder if it's just going to be the same after every season. We'll have to see. Financial. Did it say that last time? No, it didn't. It says this is a new one. Within 2 seasons, increase the club worth of your club by 10% you can see the remaining seasons too. So it's good they add new expectations outside of like the success, like domestic continental winning cups and all that. A few other things to focus on. So I like to think I did that last season anyway, increase the worth of the club. Most definitely. Then domestic success, win the Premier League title and win the FA Cup. So big expectations there, but we did that in the previous season. And continental success, Champions League, win it. Win the cup, first time we're in it. Back in the Champions League anyway. But then there's a long term. It says within 3 seasons in the Champions League, win the cup. So, that's interesting. Because it says the short term is to win it, but it says within 3 seasons. Obviously, that was there already. Like last season, we had to qualify, then we have 2 more seasons to win it. But it says short term to win the cup. So I'm not sure how critical that is if those kind of conflict with each other. Like it's okay if we don't win it this season, but then it says the short term conflicts with the long term. The long term is saying we still have 2 more seasons to win it, but the short term is to win it this season. So a bit conflicting there, even though I do think we can win the Champions League this season. And then also with our money, you can see transfer budget. I thought we could have had close to 100 million, to be honest, how much money we brought through, but I'm still happy with that, and a really big wage budget, which is going to be important with what I'm going to go through now. One player that was really suggested a lot, I did ask if you wanted me to sign Ronaldo, and people responded to that. A lot of people said yes, some people said no, but that's expected. Paulo Dybala, he was suggested without me asking, so that's a big one. And with Cristiano Ronaldo, his contract's expiring, so I thought, considering this is going to be a long-term career, as I mentioned already, probably will like to do it for the duration of FIFA 17, we can definitely sign him in January. But then I notice Lionel Messi, his contract is expiring as well. I'm not sure if we'll be able to afford both. We'll have to see how our finances is looking, but at least we'll have a couple options there. But I think Dybala, and we especially need a striker. Ibrahimovic is decreasing, and Rashford has his injury, even going into this season, because it was a 7-month injury, as you know. Dybala, and looking at this, he's not going to be cheap. But 23, that good, he's still going to improve, because only 23, wow, he's going to have like so many seasons at his best where he continues to improve. That is a lot of money, so we're going to have to definitely put a big bid in there. I'm going to go just below the requested amount, or the amount that the chief executive thinks that Juventus would accept, so just below that. For big players, that's what I like to put, and that's still 12 million above his value, so I reckon that could be around the ballpark. Could have a chance to get accepted, but look, I was just looking how much it makes our transfer budget go down. We're not going to have a lot more money to sign an amazing player, but we'll see how that goes. And also, guys, you can see here in the catalog, we do have a lot of scouts of future stars built up for us. Like, how much is that? We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, how many? 9. So yeah, 9. So we've definitely got it covered. Yeah, for this career mode. So we will use one. Hopefully, we'll get a good talent through. Obviously, we won't use all 9 of them. You can only use one season. I'll save some more for another career mode. I'll do sometime, maybe in a few months or something. I don't really know. Again, leave your suggestions for a different career mode because still, none have really come to mind that I really want to do, and I think you guys will enjoy at the same time. But there's something I saw. There was something new. Manager career focused training. Train with focus. Redeem the item now and receive double the growth in your next 5 training sessions. That must have been added recently. I haven't checked this since I don't know, on the early release when I got my first Scouter Future Star, because I know, there wasn't many other options, and I don't like doing financial takeovers, a bit unrealistic for mine. So we're going to try that and see how it goes. Those are actually really important for developing our youth players. I'm happy, I'm actually happy to see that. That's really good. It would be nice if they could add some more. And guys, because it is actually the first of the month, what I'm going to do here is going to make all my youth scouts going to be going out and then coming back on the first, because we already have the English one. I was searching for defensive minded because we actually got no centre backs through. Believe it or not, last season, so many midfielders. So I might even keep that in mind. I'll only have that one specific for England, defensive minded, but even when bringing them through, I'm not going to sign up so many central midfielders unless they're really, really amazing. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to be scouting Australia because I'm from Australia personally. So we'll go ahead and do 9 months. And it is actually cheaper, though it's not a major difference with the money. And then also with the third 5-star scout, I was thinking, I want to be scouting some more places, like Australia's one of them, and like England, obviously scouting already, with, I guess you can say, easy names to pronounce, because some of the Brazilian names, were really tricky to pronounce. So I think another country from the same region as England, someone like, I don't know, like Scotland? I'm trying to think, maybe realistic at the same time. A few Scottish players played for Manchester United over the years, maybe. Other players from the UK region, pretty much, to make a bit more sense. And for the reason I mentioned with the names. But anyway, 9 months should be good. And then, any. We only have the specific defensive-minded for England. And we'll see, if it actually, brings through good centre-backs for us. That will be interesting to see. And now, guys, don't forget our pre-contract signings. And when I see these, I kind of get reminded why I signed them. Like Koscielny here, that's a big signing. All these players, fairly big signing. You have Koscielny there, Deschilio. They're all positions we need. It's like Entep, who's a winger. So we got in a winger, a fullback who can play both sides, and Koscielny. So it really improves the squad depth in terms of the really high quality players we have. But it does make it interesting because someone like with Entep, I think at that point in time I was thinking to sell Lingard. But then Lingard, he improved. He showed me some good signs in the second half of the season. So it makes it a bit interesting. So those guys, I will set them into the team. Deschilio, 78 overall, not too bad, but can play left back and right back. And Entep, he's more so a left winger, but he's got 4-star weak foot. And so he could probably play on the right side anyway. But I think preferred on the left, cutting in. He's got the skill moves. He's got some flair, and you can see his attributes there. So he looks like a good signing. He's not like a huge name, though. He's a good age, 24. He's not going to improve majorly, but he's a quality player. Then Koscielny, who's 31. So you got to be mindful he may decline. But I wouldn't say like amazingly. Like, he'll decline so much in one season. Physically, he's pretty strong. Like, he's got a bit of pace, actually, considering his age. And he's not so strong, but he's a guy I rate as just a really good tackler. So, we'll just add to the backup. So, we got 4 centre-backs, really, now. 4 quality centre-backs. And here we have the preseason tournament invite. I'm probably going to simulate this. I played it in the first season, of course, but I think most people would simulate them after the second season, unless you're a lower team. We'll just do the one with the most potential prize money. There we go. And whoa, would you look at that? They set a 102 million price tag for Paulo Dybala, so I have to remember what it was previously. Was it 67 the minimum? So let's try and bump it to 69 million for, see if that will work. And here we do have our first game. We will simulate that, as you know, playing, probably our strongest team available. Pretty strong, I'd say, before signings, or apart from the pre-contract signings. You can see some 2-0, so that's a pretty convincing performance. But if you look at Real Madrid's team, there's a lot of first-team players that aren't first-team players. Yeah, a lot of names I don't even recognize, but it's good to get the win. And again, transfer offer unacceptable. Like, we got to start to think, to me, well, it doesn't matter how much you pay for Dybala, because he will be worth it, but we'll go 73 million, because obviously we can put more money in the transfer budget from the wage budget if we need to. I want to get him in. He'll be a great striker for us. But again, it's unacceptable. We just got to, I guess, keep upping the offer. Let's go 76 million. It's the start of the transfer window, like just start of preseason, so there's no actual rush to sign him. So yeah, we can take our time. The next game against Boca Juniors, I expect we should be able to beat them. They did okay against Juve, only lost 2-1. I have a feeling they'll play more of a first team though, compared to Real Madrid. We can't even beat them there. I guess they must have. Oh, yeah, they scored in the 74th minute after Pogba scored for us. And here we have a loan offer from Preston for Cameron Borthwick-Jackson. He may have to have another loan spell. I think he has actually okay potential. Hopefully he can have a bit more development while out on loan, playing a full season at Preston, and we'll see how he develops through the season. And then for the final group stage match, we'll simulate it against Juventus. Again, going with the same lineup. Hopefully we can get the victory, and we do 2-1. You can see Juventus, again, playing a bit of a mixed team. Dybala, who we're trying to sign, didn't play at all, so that's interesting. And Ibra scored, and Griezmann. And here we get an offer for James Wilson. I think we'll try and negotiate that maybe to 3 million. I think if we get that much, I think it will be a good amount for us. I don't think he has the highest potential. We'll have strikers, attacking players coming through that would become better than him. Those kind of players for us we're going to be looking to sell. Those mid-range, or they're not even mid-range for us. I would say Memphis is around mid-range. I don't have Memphis. It's a tough one, because I don't think, he's really making a huge impact in real life. I think a lot of people don't like him. So, I don't mind him, though. I don't mind him in my team. That's an interesting fact. But, every player could have their worth. So, maybe 45 million, because I don't really want to sell him, like, ideally, unless it's like a huge amount that would be above what he's really worth. So 45 million will be huge. Not sure if West Ham they have it in them, to be honest, though. And then the tournament prize money, we get a bit more there, so that'll add to transfer budget. And again, another message saying the transfer is unacceptable. What, do we go 80 million? 80 million for Paulo Dybala. Again, I'm not going to dispute that. I think he would be worth that much. I think any amount up to 100 million, to be honest. He's so good. And now more offers coming through. You see, and Herrera will deal with that. And then 45 million and match it. Oh, see, I thought that amount would be where some people, like, you might see Memphis as a guy we probably should sell. Like, if you don't like his performances in real life or something like that. And you would have thought, or I thought anyway, people think 45 million is countering too high, but we went and got that much for him. 45 million. I'm not sure West Ham, they got that money. I'm not sure. And then James Wilson will take that, except. So, going into this season, I didn't intend to sell Memphis, but I don't think you can really deny that amount of cash for him. Like a low 80s overall player, even though I like his attributes. I feel I can use him effectively. Good physically with his pace and strength. But anyway, and Herrera. Again, like, he's 83 overall at 27. He's not going to develop into that world-class player. So, Manchester City, I think I've had a bit of a change of mindset. I think, was it One Matter that's gone to Manchester City? At that point in time, I was like, I'm just going to reject the offer. I would maybe consider if it's not to Manchester City. I think when I sold Juan Mata to Manchester City, I was trying to be funny or something, but I think there would be people that would think that's, not a good move, not realistic, as you would say, going from Manchester United to Manchester City. And now we've got semi-finals now against FC Dallas. Surprised they've gone this far. You can see, I guess they got the win against Villarreal. That really confirmed it. And then we smashed them 4-0. 2 Ibra goals. And then Griezmann, Martial, find it back on net. And then the tournament prize money for winning that, about $3.5 million. Again, just keep adding on the transfer budget. We could potentially make another signing, maybe another winger signing. But you could think almost Entep, straight replacement for Memphis, because they're like the same rating as well. So do we need to? Do we save that money, leave it for the pre-contract signings in January, maybe go for both Ronaldo and Messi? That will be ridiculous to bring those guys in for the third season before they really start declining massively anyway. Then here, offer for Joel Pereira. Have this guy transfer listed because obviously we have Richardson, youth prospect, and a few more youth goalkeepers in the youth squad, and I'm sure more will get scouted as well. So yeah, we will move him on, and finally accepted. I guess it feels fitting, like on 80, not like a 77, 78, like more of a full number, I guess you can say. Not sure if that really makes sense, but yeah, like 80 million. It sounds right for me. It's a big signing, obviously. So yeah, don't need bonus per goal. Just give him 4 years. 4 years, 190k per week. Hopefully he can step up, and I think he'll be our starting striker. He'll come in for Ibra, and Rashford obviously still with his injury. Should be back soon enough. Okay, guys, you can see both those players have accepted the contract offers and moved on. James Wilson and then Memphis, 45 million and 41 million gets allocated to our transfer budget. So again, I didn't go in expecting, like I said, I didn't go in expecting to sell Memphis. But it was a really large sum of money. And now our transfer budget is huge. That's going to be going down just a little bit now. Just a little bit. But we're going to have around 50 million after Dybala signed. So that's still a hefty amount. But I think, yeah, it could be... We maybe could sign Ronaldo. But it's probably best to just wait till January, I'll think. But we have the game against Real Madrid. This is the final right here. So we will simulate it. I have a feeling they're going to play a better team now. They've had a good preseason, as you can see, beating like Barcelona, Juve, and hopefully we'll be able to beat them 2-0. And with their best team, we just did it nice and smoothly. Yeah, pretty much every single player, their best player starting, maybe with a couple, or at least one substitution. Maybe Kroos could have started ahead of Casemiro, but yeah, Ibrahimovic shows that he's still got it. So we got the maximum money, which is great for us. We got the maximum amount of money. We won the final, so that's another tournament we win, but it's nothing really so amazing, just a preseason tournament. But I was happy to win it nonetheless. Let's see what a transfer budget is looking like now. Yeah, 135 million. Don't forget 80 million of that. But yeah, 80 million is going to be taken away. Well, the wage budget is still so healthy. 934k. That is huge. We could probably adjust that a bit more as well. You don't need that much for the wage budget, so I don't even know if we're going to sign someone else or not. But because we have done that now, the next game is basically it's in a few weeks still. In a few weeks. So we've got Tottenham in the Community Shield, but we'll leave this here. Unless we've got something else interesting to happen. I don't think so, though. Well, we'll just see if any other players, Joel Pereira, if we get any other interesting offers. And Herrera, if it's not Manchester City. Liverpool, I'm still not sure about selling him to someone like Liverpool. If it was another team, I'd probably consider and Herrera. But yeah, not quite to a rival team like Manchester City or Liverpool. And of course, there we go. Paulo Dybala signs 80 million signing. That is huge. 87 overall. That's more important. The quality of player we're bringing in. He can basically replace Ibrahimovic whenever Ibrahimovic retires with that rating. Similar rated player. Different style, of course. And before Rashford becomes that quality as well. So we still have that world-class striker. So guys, I think now would be a fitting time to end this episode on the big signing of Dybala. 80 million, 87 overall player. We'll just take a more of a look at his attributes, see his more key attributes, which obviously is quickness. You see sprint speed 90, agility 93, acceleration 92. He's going to be so quick. That's really, really exciting. Then really good skill attributes. He's not just a good finisher. He's amazing dribbler. Ball at the feet. Look, ball control 93. Going to be so good to use. His curve, man. His finesse shots going to be absolutely amazing. His 3-star weak foot. So yeah, I think we'll focus on using his left foot. He's got the 4-star skill moves. But look at these specialities and traits. Specialities, he's got speedster, dribbler, acrobat, clinical finisher, complete forward. Then traits, finesse shot, and then with that curve as well. I can't wait to try his finesse shots. He's got flair, but then he's also a corner specialist and takes finesse free kicks. Gonna want to try that with him. So yeah, amazing signing for us. That's the thing, he doesn't really replace anyone. It's not like we sold, well, apart from Memphis, but yeah, it's not like we sold a really, really big striker and replacing him. We just had the money in the bank and used it on a huge signing. But saying that, eventually, maybe next season after, Ibrahimovic will retire as well. He's actually got 2 seasons left on his contract. I gave him a year extension because I want to keep him as long as possible. As you saw, like he's done in pre-season, can get the goals. But that is it for now. Drop a like if you enjoyed the episode and you're excited for this upcoming season. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, of course, and I'll see you guys next time.